Central Park is located from 59th Street to 110th Street and between Central Park West and 5th Avenue. Central Park occupies about 1.2 square miles or 843 acres in the heart of Manhattan. It is the host to approximately 25 million visitors every year. Central Park was opened in 1859, completed in 1873, and designated a National Historic Landmark in 1963. While much of the park looks natural, it is in fact almost entirely landscaped. It contains several natural-looking lakes and ponds. Harlem Mirror occupies the northeast corner of Central Park at 110th Street and 5th Avenue. Harlem Mirror once again has natural-seeming banks. Restored in 1993 after a 1940s concrete curbing was removed and the mirror was cleaned of 34,000 cubic yards of sediment and debris. On its north shore, the Charles A. Dana Discovery Center was constructed to provide visitor orientation for the north end of Central Park, in a style intended to harmonize with Calvert Vaux's original park structures. The Waterside Plaza next to it is the site for the late afternoon Harlem Mirror Performance Festivals the last week of May and the first week of September. Catch and release fishing is a favorite summertime occupation along the Mirror's banks. The Conservatory Garden is the only formal garden in Central Park. Comprising of 6 acres, it takes its name from a conservatory that stood on the site from 1898 to 1934. After the conservatory was torn down, the garden was designed by Gilmore D. Clark, constructed and planted by WPA workers. It was opened to the public in 1937. The garden is composed of 3 distinct parts, skillfully restored since the 1980s, and is accessible through the Vanderbilt Gate at 5th Avenue and 105th Street. After the Second World War, the garden had become neglected, and by the 1970s a wasteland. It was restored and partially replanted under the direction of horticulturist and urban landscaper designer Lyden Miller to reopen in June 1987. The overgrown top-heavy crab apples were freed of water shots and pruned up to a higher scaffold for better form. This site also holds many weddings here in Central Park. The Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir, more commonly known as the Central Park Reservoir, is a decommissioned reservoir in Central Park. The reservoir covers 106 acres and holds over 1 billion gallons of water. Though no longer used to distribute New York City's water supply, it provides water for the pool and the Harlem Mirror and is a popular place of interest. There is a 1.5-mile track around it for joggers. The reservoir was built between 1858 and 1862. It was never a collecting reservoir. It was used to receive water from the Croton Aqueduct and distribute it to Manhattan. After 131 years of service, it was decommissioned in 1993 after it was deemed obsolete because of a new main under 79th Street that connected with the 3rd Water Tunnel, and because of growing concerns that it could become contaminated. It was renamed after Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis in 1994 to commemorate her contributions to the city because she enjoyed jogging in the area, which lay beneath the windows of her 5th Avenue apartment. In addition to its 37 unique playgrounds, Central Park offers dozens of activities for children, including at the sailboat pond. There is a larger-than-life statue of Alice in Wonderland sitting on a huge mushroom, playing with her cat, while the Hatter and the March Hare look on. The Central Park Zoo is located in Central Park and run by the Wildlife Conservation Society. The zoo is home to an indoor rainforest, a leafcutter ant colony, and a chilled penguin house and polar bear pool. In June 2009, a snow leopard exhibit was opened, making it one of the few zoos to present this rare species to the public. New York City has had carriage horses since 1935. The carriages have appeared in many films, and the first female horse and carriage driver, Maggie Cogan, appeared in the Universal Newsreel in 1967. As such, they have become a symbolic institution of the city. After the terrorist attacks on September 11th, in a much-publicized event, Mayor Rudolph Giuliani went to the stables himself to ask the drivers to go back to work to help return a sense of normalcy.